Our senses are our windows to the world. We see, hear, touch, taste, and smell, believing these experiences to be accurate reflections of reality. But what if this trust in our senses is misplaced? What if the reality we experience is more fluid, more subjective than we realize? Consider how two people, witnessing the same event, can have different interpretations. Their past experiences, beliefs, and even their mood at the moment can color their perception. This suggests that reality, rather than being an objective truth, might be a construct shaped by our individual minds. This realization that our perception of reality might not be absolute can be unsettling. It challenges our fundamental understanding of the world and our place in it. But it also opens up exciting possibilities for understanding the human mind and the nature of consciousness. One way to peek behind the curtain of our perception is through sensory illusions. These fascinating phenomena, often visual, exploit the shortcuts our brains take in processing information. Take, for instance, the classic Müller-Lyer illusion. In this illusion, two lines of equal length appear different due to the direction of the arrows at their ends. Our brain, used to interpreting arrows as depth cues, misjudges the lengths. This demonstrates how our brain, striving for efficiency, can be fooled, highlighting the potential for error in our perception. Another compelling example is the McGurk effect, which involves the interplay of hearing and vision. When presented with a speaker saying "bae" while the visual cue shows "gay," our brain perceives "da," a third sound. This fusion of senses further underscores the constructed nature of our reality. These illusions, while entertaining, hold a deeper meaning. They expose the limitations of our senses and the interpretive role our brain plays in constructing what we perceive as reality. Our perception isn't solely swayed by sensory input, it's also molded by our individual experiences, beliefs, and expectations. This is evident in how we interpret ambiguous situations. The same image, sound, or event can evoke vastly different reactions depending on the observer's perspective. Consider the case of eyewitness testimonies. While often considered reliable, studies have shown how prone they are to errors. The stress of an event, the influence of leading questions, and even the witness's own biases can dramatically alter their recollection. This subjectivity extends beyond individual perception. Cultural background, upbringing, and social influences all contribute to shaping our understanding of the world. What might be considered normal in one culture could be perceived as strange or even offensive in another. Recognizing the power of perspective is crucial. It encourages empathy and understanding, reminding us that our reality is just one interpretation among many. It fosters open-mindedness and a willingness to consider alternative viewpoints. Our brains are constantly bombarded with sensory information. To cope with this influx, they create internal models of the world, simplifying and organizing the chaos. These models, built upon our past experiences and expectations, act as filters, shaping how we perceive and interact with our surroundings. These internal models, while efficient, can lead to biases and blind spots. We tend to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs, often overlooking or dismissing evidence that contradicts our worldview. This confirmation bias can solidify our perception of reality, making us resistant to change. Furthermore, our brains are wired for pattern recognition. We seek order in randomness, often finding connections and meaning where none exist. This tendency, while helpful in many situations, can also lead to superstitious beliefs and unfounded correlations. Understanding how our brains construct these internal models is key to recognizing their limitations. It allows us to question our assumptions, challenge our biases, and approach the world with a more critical and discerning eye. If our perception is the lens through which we experience the world, then memory is the archive where we store these experiences. But just like our senses, memory is not a flawless recording device. It's fluid, susceptible to distortion, and often unreliable. Our memories are reconstructed each time we recall them, influenced by our current emotions, beliefs, and even the context of the retrieval. This means that every recollection is subject to alteration, subtly shifting over time. Moreover, our brains tend to fill in gaps in our memories, often without our conscious awareness. We unconsciously invent details, weaving together fragments of experiences to create a more coherent narrative. This can lead to false memories, where we vividly remember events that never actually happened. The fallibility of memory has profound implications. It calls into question the accuracy of our personal histories, legal testimonies, and even our sense of self. Recognizing this inherent unreliability encourages a healthy skepticism towards our own recollections and a greater appreciation for the complexity of human memory. Acknowledging the subjective nature of reality might seem daunting at first. Does it mean that everything is relative? That there's no objective truth? Not necessarily. While our individual perceptions may differ, there's still a shared reality that we all experience. The key lies in recognizing the limitations of our own perspectives. By understanding how our senses, biases, and experiences shape our reality, we can become more aware of our own subjective filters. This awareness allows us to engage with the world more thoughtfully, critically evaluating information, and being more open to alternative viewpoints. Embracing the subjective nature of reality doesn't mean abandoning the pursuit of truth. Instead, it encourages us to approach it with humility, recognizing that our understanding is always evolving. It fosters a sense of curiosity and wonder, inviting us to continually question, explore, and refine our understanding of the world and our place within it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to TruLife Beauty and Style for more intriguing content. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest uploads.